Hello world and all who inhabit it, it is I, the Great Saiyaran, and today we're going to be talking about something called the Game Pass effect. Be sure to like the video if you like it, comment down below how you feel about Game Pass, and subscribe to see more content from me. Now, if you don't know what Game Pass is, it's basically Netflix but for games. Interactive media. Microsoft and Xbox rolled out this games as a service model and I was on board from day one. I don't mind paying for a subscription as long as there's value. A lot of times there are different subscriptions, they don't have value, but Game Pass, there is a lot of value. I'm not an avid collector, so I don't really care about physical games. In fact, most of the games I own are digital. I have an all digital PS5. If there's a game I really want to play and I don't have anymore, I'm probably just gonna emulate it, like most of us do. Now, I know that's not the best way to play these games. The best way to play these games is on original hardware, but if I really wanted a good game, then I would just get a physical copy, like I did with Metroid Dread, right there. Whether Game Pass is right for you isn't the topic of this video. It's really the effect of Game Pass on games that may not be performing well in the traditional sales type of way. On March 7th, a GameSpot article noted that Guardians of the Galaxy did not meet sales expectations per Square Enix, which is a meme nowadays because they say that about every game. I don't know what their sales expectations are, but apparently they're just never going to hit whatever they think they should hit. So they should lower expectations. But besides all that, they did say this. They said, "We intend to continue to expand sales to make up for the title's slow start." And we all know that means Game Pass deal. So one fat check from Microsoft later, and on March 10th, Guardians of the Galaxy entered Game Pass. I've played the first few chapters and I actually really like this game. I was nervous because, well, we've seen Avengers and Avengers wasn't that good, so same publisher. I didn't have much faith after the Avengers situation, but with Game Pass, it's much less of a gamble. I'm not gambling a full $60, I'm just gambling a download. And I gotta say, this game needed the Game Pass deal. The game is actually good. Like I said, I played through the first few chapters and I've even recommended it to people because it's such a good game and it's on Game Pass. They don't have to spend the $60. They can just download it. It's pretty simple. The game, in fact, was trending on Twitter for a couple days after it dropped into Game Pass. I saw this and I was like, wow, what a way to revitalize, not a dead game because it's single player, but how to revitalize a game that a lot of people were kind of scared or nervous to play. A lot of people had the same sentiments as me, which was Avengers wasn't that good. It was made by Square. Square made Guardians of the Galaxy. It might not be that good. And that's really why Guardians needed the Game Pass deal, because Square ruined the other Marvel IP they had. Gameplay is really fun. One of the first missions I did had this mini game built in where I had to beat Rocket at destroying these little parasites that were eating a ship. And I don't know why, but I refuse to be beaten by that little raccoon. There are also dialogue options that change the outcome of what happens next.
What do you not have time to dawdle in this jungle? I shall hurl the creature over the chasm so he may activate the... I may activate a hole through your face! Put me down!
He'll be fine. Just curl up in a ball.
What?
Drax, throw him.
No!
Very well.
Peter?
It's okay. He'll land on his feet. I guess that only applies to cats.
There are also RPG elements with weapons upgrades, attribute upgrades, and even changing your elemental damage. And also the team fighting really makes sense for Guardians. I think that they did a really good job with this game. It even won the best narrative at the Game Awards, and I can see why. The story is great. Now, I don't want to take away from the devs who did a great job with this game, but Game Pass just has this way of bringing games that are underperforming or even smaller indie titles and bring them into the limelight. Game Pass has 25+ million subscribers. That means when you drop a game into Game Pass, people are going to see it. And when people see it, they may be more likely to buy it, since you do get a discount if you really like a game in Game Pass and you want to buy it through the Xbox store. Game Pass really makes these games more accessible. I mean, if they haven't messed up with Avengers, a lot more people would have played Guardians of the Galaxy and actually loved it. Now, I do want to talk about another game that's coming to Game Pass that we talked about before on the channel briefly, and that's To Yomi. To Yomi is developed by Devolver Digital, and it's also coming to Game Pass. I did not know about this game before Sony State of Play, so I actually had thought that it was a PlayStation exclusive. But no, actually, it's a game that is coming to Game Pass day one. It's coming to PlayStation, Xbox, Steam, and it very clearly says Game Pass day one. Now that has me even more excited because that was a game that I was already looking to buy anyway, but now I'm going to get a discount on it, and if I decide I don't actually want to buy it, I still got to play it through my subscription in Game Pass. And yes, the developers are taken care of. They got a nice fat check from Microsoft. Another cool thing about this is that more people in the community is actually going to get to play this game. I mean, it's always more fun when people in the community plays together. Regardless of how you feel about Game Pass, it's here to stay. And many devs and publishers are noticing the benefits of Game Pass. I mean, look at them. Smaller games are including Game Pass in their day one rollout plans, and larger games are getting their initial sales out the way, waiting till the game dies down, and then going to Microsoft saying, hey, put this on your platform, we'll take that nice check now. And I don't blame them. These companies are not your friends. They're after the bag. They don't care that you want physical games. They don't care that you don't want always online, and they don't care that you don't want microtransactions or subscriptions. This is the future of gaming. I don't think that Game Pass will be the only way these games launches, but I do think that a lot more games will include Game Pass or other subscription platforms in their rollouts. As long as there's money to be made, these guys are going to make it. Thanks guys so much for watching. Let me know what you think down below about Guardians of the Galaxy and Game Pass as a whole. Be sure to like the video if you like it, and subscribe to see more content from me. Your boy Sayran. Peace.